Greetings everyone, hello and welcome to Surviving the Abyss, a new base builder survival game. This video is sponsored by Paradox Arc and I'm going to show you the first gameplay to this one here. If you're interested in this game, if you do like it, have a look in the video description as well. There's a link and you get 10% access, 10% discount to the early access version. Without further ado, let's jump into this, build a base in the oceans, in the depths, in the darkness. Explore and, yeah, clone human beings. Go, 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 go.
In the years following 1956, much came to be known about the structure of DNA and the human genome. The possibility of cloning a human being was becoming a reality, as our brightest minds raced to be the first to complete the endeavor. After a few short years, scientists reported the first promising results. A human being was cloned for the first time. The celebrations, however, were short-lived. The test subjects were unstable, their DNA damaged by the cloning process. All died within days. Moral objections to the technology turned to public outrage. Outrage turned to protests, and eventually protests turned to riots. Publicly, the research was discontinued. The military, however, was quick to understand the strategic potential of this research. Why stop at recreating life when it could be improved? Plans were drawn up to continue the research in total secrecy, far from the prying eyes of the world, deep below the surface of the ocean. The sea floor provides access to new, highly adapted life forms and ample DNA for experimentation. But the deep sea environment presents a significant challenge. You have been selected to lead a team of the best and brightest. The lives of the crew are in your hands.
Alrighty, and here we are now. Deep down in the darkness, we only really have our central hub here at the moment that is functioning. Well, we're lucky, I should say. A lot of darkness surrounds us with lots of unknown mysteries, resources, and yeah, many more things, I guess. We have some resources here we can see. We do have a building material storage that is still with us. Starting with us. We do have some 12 people right now. All of them are unemployed. We got some 70 food stored with us. Some steel, concrete, glass, and iron. We also have a bit of coal for energy production. And as we can see, our total power surplus at the moment is 2. And our oxygen is also at 2. My research data is 60. And we are not producing any research data at the moment. What I can say is we do have our first assignment. Greetings, Overseer. This message is from the command station 7,861 meters above you. We hope you got settled in okay. In the coming days and weeks, you'll need to figure out how to supply power, oxygen, and food and get a stable supply of fuel and building materials. Once the basic infrastructure is established, our first big milestone will be the fully functional cloning lab. Good luck, Overseer. The work you are undertaking will benefit all. Alright, so this is a smaller... Hello everybody. And then we continue onwards with our very first task that we need to set up a mining relay and assign our first workers to that to build us or to get us the first building materials in. So let's go ahead and have a mining relay, right? So there's lots of more buildings coming. We have a pretty extensive technology tree that I'm going to look into in a second. First of all, let's start with a mining relay. And this one here, let's just check it out. We can see where we do have resources detected for this. And yeah, I think down here it's good. Concrete, quartz, and coal we find. Unfortunately, no steel. There would be steel here. Plus concrete, quartz, and coal. So this one is the best slot that I think. Let's set it up. And there it is. And this one we need to assign now people to that. We can sign up to 3 people to this. Let's go with 2 for now. I mean, we do have the population, so I should say let's go with the whole 3. And as we can see, they're now transporting those resources. They're mining them underwater. and getting it then to my storage area. Alright, next up on the list, power and oxygen. The central hub produces both, but we are going to need more to continue into the next phase of construction. Build an oxygen generator and a coal generator. Alright, and this one starts the first interesting thing. Everything needs to be connected with the central hub, and we need to make sure that we do have everything then set up to it, that we no longer need to, or that we don't block ourselves out, right? So let's go ahead and set us up a smaller area where we only have power and oxygen production, I think. I think this is the safest bet. So I'm going ahead here with the first building then right over there for the coal production. And then we also need an oxygen production. And yeah, we can connect that, right? So let's have the connection then here. Both of them are being produced then. However, they still need a tunnel as well from the central hub where my workers can go. And they also need a power line so they can transport the power, of course, to the central hub, and it gets distributed then across my base. Let's also have this. Let's have it right below the tunnels, right? We don't really see the cable then, as we can see it's connected with our tunnels. And construction begins right away. We also got to build the coal generator, oxygen, and connect everything together as our next mission, while we continue also to mine. And finished. Production is now running. We consume a bit of coal. One coal process for 16 kilowatts of power. And this leads to a total of 14 surplus now. And then also our oxygen generator here that is consuming power and creates oxygen out of that. So we have a surplus of 9. No society is more than 3 meals away from revolution. We need to think about the consistent food supply. We got 2 options here, the protein harvester or the carbohydrate farm. Carbohydrate farm is much faster but has a lower quality food, and the protein harvester is much slower but has a higher quality food. And we need to decide now what we need to do here, but we need to start with the carbohydrate farm as is our mission. And let's go ahead. We do have a bunch of trees here in the technology tree, right? So a bunch of branches. And in the life support down here we have the farms, the production, and let's start with the carbohydrate farm. Unlocked, and with that we can now build it to also start our food supply. Now once again, let's have this one then also in this area here, so where we will not be going for people then, right? So it's with central here perhaps. There you go. And we can then expand on that. It's like a little puzzle that we create with that. So I would think that this is going to be my food area, my oxygen and power area, right? And then we have the living quarters and research area. Perfect. So carbohydrate farm. Let's also make sure that my workers can get to it. And that it also is powered with a power line. What a gloomy atmosphere. Beautiful though. In the dark, and there's only this tiny shelter. And when we zoom in, we can see that there is people walking around aimlessly. They have no idea yet what they should be doing, but we have a lot of them, for them in store. Almost finished. Carbohydrate farm number 1. Consumes also some oxygen now, and as we can see, it also provides now workplaces for 2 of my crews. With that, we are also using now quite a few already. 7 out of my whole crew. Because the generators need 3 as well, and the oxygen needs 2. So they're working there now, going between the tunnels as we can see. Next mission. We've opted to send down an additional 4 crew members to assist your endeavors. Before we send them down, we expect the food situation to be stable and that there's also enough living quarters. So another 2 missions. Oh, and there's another one right away. We need to locate larger deposits of resources. We need to find extraction points. Construct the sonar tower so we can test it. Alright, let's go ahead and start with that first, I should say. Sonar tower, I think there it is. It requires quite a lot of steel. We have still 47. Let's just have a look around. With this one, we can then start looking for resources, right? We can't really see anything, so I guess it doesn't really matter where we are going. However, there's some yeah, lighting over there, right? So I think we might just have a look at it. So let's build it, yeah, here by the mining relay then. Alright, while the sonar tower is under construction, we can also continue with first living quarters. So 2 of them we need to start with. And yeah, let's have it then in this area. By the way, there's also a small scrap steel deposit. Is this a blockage for us? Nah, we can build on top of that, I think. Perfect. So let's start with that right here. We can connect it also without a tunnel if we want to. And I think, yeah, let's do this. I think for now, I don't see a problem with that. Let's add 2 of them. They're being then connected right here, and they're close to the workplaces. So we keep it functional and practical as of the moment. All right, sonar tower has been finished too. We still need a power cable to it. Oh, and it requires also a lot of steel, depending on its length. There you go. Up and running now in this darkness. And locate fuel extraction point using the sonar beams. So there we have it, the fuel beacon. And let's just see, there is a high source here somewhere, a high chance to find it. So I guess we could just, yeah, start the sonar now. There you go. There is a coal extraction point. And there is a coal extraction point. This one is closer. Very good. We have found it. Our sonar tower has located a nearby resource extraction point. It appears to be a coal deposit. So now we need to light it up. Otherwise we can't really see anything here. Where's my light? There it is. By the way, there is some elevator shafts and junction points now in the tunnels too. Interesting. Light tower. And yeah, let's have it right over there. There's also the power line already on its way right to it. Oh, yes, also my living quarters are without power. Let's provide. This one is finished, and now we need to wait for 75 food to come in. Right now, we are not really producing that much. I think we do need a second farm. No idea. We'll just wait for it before I'm rushing things here. And let's just wait for the light tower to finish. It should have power. There you go. And there is the light. Another area has been unveiled, and there is also the coal extraction point. Now we need to unlock a coal extractor. Let's go ahead and do this. Extractor for coal, and let's unlock it. And this one we can now use to extract us the coal that we need then for our power production, of course. Oh, there is also the research lab that we're going to need then. Coal extractor. And as we can see, there is a predefined slot for it right on top of the deposit. I think, yep, power is the thing that we need. Hopefully not a tunnel. That would be really far away. But I guess we'll, yeah, I don't think we're going to need a tunnel for this. Just some power. And it's the last power really that we have, from what I can see. All right, and it is finished. I guess. Is it working? Building is not functioning yet. There's something missing. Oxygen is missing. Because we still need to provide it with a tunnel. And I was talking about that. Let's go ahead and build the tunnel. However, it is not costing me anything from what I can see. That is very convenient at least. And with that we have made the connection. All the way over here now. Power and oxygen for my coal extractor and working with that. If this mission is to be a success, we will need research, new technologies. We must adapt to life down here. Building a research lab and staffing it with crew will generate research data, and that is what we should be doing. Right now we still have 15 science points. The first step in our goal is the acquisition of genetic material. Specialized genetic material can be found in habitats. We must locate a habitat and build a fauna trap on it. Alright, so another quest here. Ooh, and another one. We have the utmost faith in you to lead this mission, but a project like this requires many great minds. We're planning to send them down a specialist engineer to assist with the setup. Before we do that, we need to stockpile 80 coal. Holy cow, it's getting a bit crowded here in my in my journal. I guess we do need... Because I haven't found a habitat here, right? We should work on that as well. So we have quite an area around it. And habitat beacon. Right, so there's a medium chance here. There was a high chance. For a second, I think. No, it's there it is. High chance for it. Let's try to find this one too. And locate a habitat. Oh, already happened. That was quick. There it is. Abundant habitat over there. found, and that's the only one. No, there's several of them. There's two together. Very good. No. Construct a basic research lab. Now for this one, I'm pretty sure that we are going to need more power. 5 power is required, so this would put us down. Oh yeah, we've pinpointed it. We must make the preparations for the cloning process. Build a fauna trap on it. That is that mission that continues with this. However, I would like to get ahead with my research first. Probably somewhere over here then, that we have the slot. But yeah, resources we have, but power we don't have. But I would also like to work on my coal. Right now, my rate is 7. We consume 3. I do need to get 80 though in, right? The same goes with the food. Right now, we're not producing enough food. But I think we can afford another one, as we produce a surplus of 4 coal per day right now. And this one consumes 1 per day, right? So we will be able to sustain with that, I think. Yeah, let's build it. We do need the power anyway. So we should be able to make the connection. Yep. I think I like the style there. This is looking cool for the additional power. And then we also have the resources now for the research lab that requires quite a lot of concrete and also steel. Go ahead and build this one. Yeah, I think also very close to my main base. We can make the connection just like this right away. Stockpile food. We're very close to completion there. Only 1 more food missing. And there's also my coal generator. Once again, we do need to make a connection here. Wasn't there a connection? Ah, it's power. There you go. And there's also the research lab now coming along. By the way, the food is finished. Did we get something out of it? Construct something? Nope. Mission just finished. I guess we got some more crew members then with that. And there is the science lab now coming along. Connection established. So to get a bit power over there that we can then also expand further. And with that, we have also a functional research lab now producing us some 12 research data per day. And 2 more crew members are being used, so we only have 1 more unemployed crew member here. So more buildings will not be functioning anymore soon. Now we can start the preparation for the fauna trap. I would like to first start, or I have to actually start with a lamp, right? A light tower. So just like this one here, we need to have one over there close to these habitats. Right next to them, and it will then also need a power connection that we can provide all the way down here. And after a while, it's coming along. And let there be light. 3 of them actually. Oh, this is spider crab. This is rosefish. And we now need to build one to capture 3 specimens of it. Let's go ahead. Fauna trap, there it is. Doesn't require any power or oxygen, nor any crew, but 10 steel. And let's build it right on top of it. I'm also not too happy with the coal. We have a surplus of 1 right now per day. So another coal extractor should be needed. This would require 2 more power. An endless cycle, really. Resource-wise, it's also getting a bit low here. Do we have enough people there? Yes, we have it. But there is no more steel scrap. Oh god. We do need more steel. Another mining relay. And hopefully, let's find us some steel. There's steel scrap over there. Concrete and iron. No more steel, though. Here we have the only steel that is left. Let's go ahead and build some mining relay. Otherwise, we're running out of resources rather soon. And there it is, also finished, the fauna trap. Now we just need to wait for 3 of them to be captured. There is, however, research here. Coal efficiency upgrade. So coal power generators will use 20% less coal. Let's unlock this one, since we have lots of research data anyway, right? 188 and 128 now, and we produce 12 per day. This should lead me to a bit more coal surplus per day, and it is. We have a nice surplus there again, and should reach the 80 then soon for the fuel stability mission. And capture 3 specimen. We are still at 1, what I can see. And on top of everything, we will also need to build a cloning lab. Now we have the resources, but power-wise, ooh, it's getting close there. Yeah, let's build this one here, and then we will probably need to wait again. Now about the cloning lab, probably should build it a bit closer to that habitat there, as the specimens will be delivered over there, right? So let's have it a bit further than, difficult. Yeah, let's have it right out there. I think there is no connection required. We'll just see once we build it. Oh yeah, there is. All right, but there we already have then our connection from the power. Yes, this one looks a bit more clean. There you go. And then also a power cable, which is already there. We build it right on top of it. Alright, one more I need to capture. And then we also have the cloning lab. However, we will not have enough crew members for this one, as 2 are required, and we only have 1 unemployed. And there it's coming along. With that, all power surplus is gone. People are unhappy that all our food is low quality. Some of the crew are becoming aggressive over food rations. Give extra food. We reduce 20 food. Promise to provide more food soon. But then we would probably have to provide more food soon. Give extra food, because we have that anyway. And this should solve the problem for now. Cloning lab finished. 1 person works in that. So the last unhappiness bonus penalty is gone now too, because we just now provided that for everyone, and now we get a new crew member that is arriving here too. And the last capture here should also be finished. There you go. And the next mission completed. And with that, we have now our first DNA research available. All prior experiments in cloning led to test subjects who suffered from poor health, malnutrition, and could only undertake the simplest of tasks. Your work here down here can fix this. We can fix this. The time has come. Open the cloning interface, add the desired genomes to the sequence, and begin the cloning process. With the rosefish, let's add 3 of them. As we can see, we do get a mutation 24, decreases the clone's lifespan. A generalist will be created out of this. We are creating a human person now out of this one. Interesting. He will only live for 51 days though. Is that real? Alright, I guess we have to do it. I guess the more rose fishes I add, the better it gets. But let's start with this one. Alright, clone batching in progress. Let's create a human out of the rose fishes. Let's also set up a new mining relay, number 3. So there's only 1 person now working on each one of them. But at least we get all the resources, because we were running out of concrete. And with this, we also have a concrete source now. A coal and iron over there. And some are concrete as well, that I don't see really. There it is. Really small, but for us to collect, 74 more concrete that we can get. And as we can see, the daily gathering rate is now 3 for the steel. 24 for iron, so we do have quite a lot of that. Coal is still climbing, very good. 18 for the concrete and 11 for the quartz sand. We are also still climbing on food. Good to see. And boom, there it is. Mary Robinson, hello there. You will survive 51 days. First specialist clone successful in the genetic lab. Congratulations on your first success. This is the first partially successful human clone in almost 3 years. This, however, is just the beginning. These crews still have limited lifespan, so we are surely going to need more. Expand the population to 20. So we've got 18 at the moment. One of them has just been created, and 2 more are still in the cloning process. With the rosefish. Perhaps by using the spider crab in addition, we can improve the lifespan. So I would like to try this out before that mission even comes up. Because I'm pretty sure that it goes to this spot there. And it doesn't cost me anything, right? It doesn't cost me power or oxygen or people. Just some building materials to place it on top of it. To get another genome that we can use then. Alright, we're at 18, so I need to finish those 2 clonings that we have now. Before the first one dies. But we should be able to do this. Next clone, Johnny Kelly. 51 days, I'm sorry. To bring you into this world. Oh, the next cloning actually failed. So we do need to start it again. By now though, let's wait. We got the first batch of spider crab. Perhaps this does something. Rosefish, spider crab. Not really, right? Add some more rosefish to it. Chances are increased, but the lifespan is even lower. Alright, by reducing the spider crab, we get a higher chance of success. Let's go ahead with this. Diane Brown, hello there, 47 days is your lifespan. With that we got 2 crews and yeah, 3 in total that we cloned. So I guess there's going to be quite a lot of dying soon then. The first clones have been partial success. Mutations in the genetic sequence means the lifespans are shortened, so we'll need to clone a steady supply to ensure the facility remains functional. This is exactly the start we were hoping for. The sacrifice you are making is a great benefit for humanity. Yay! And with that, we will probably continue. I hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget the game is coming out on January 17th on Steam. You can purchase it now with a link in the video description. You also get 10% discount on the early access version. Stay tuned.